Hey, this is Matt once again, and I know it's pretty dark, but I don't know, I just figured it'd be a different look. I'm open to trying different things, so I just thought it'd be a different look. This is a commentary for Jose Ballard. I figured, why not? I mean, you're not seeing much here other than my face, even with the light on, and it's mainly a commentary, so you hear my voice, can't do actual visuals because YouTube's copyright system. But he wanted me, this is a paid request for those who are interested in sending requests for pretty much anything, reviews, topics, reactions, re-reviews. We talked about a topic, played a game on Raspberry Pi, whatever the hell. Feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. I'll get to it as soon as I can. And this is for the film Enemies Closer with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So, I have it paused at the After Dark Film Presents. I know it's a pretty short film. And this is a film I remember, well, let's get to it. It is paused at After Dark Film Presents. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. For syncing issues, production, After Dark Film, Signature Pictures. Again, doing it just for syncing. Filmed by Peter Hyams. Now, Peter Hyams is definitely a director I do quite enjoy. Enjoy his work quite a bit for a number of reasons. Number one, just the amount of films he's done I've enjoyed. Pretty massive. Looking back, Stay Tuned with John Ritter. I think it's a fun, creative comedy. The Relic, entertaining. Speaking of being in the dark, monster movie in the museum with Tom Sizemore and Penelope Ann Miller. Again, very entertaining creature feature. Timecop with Jean-Claude Van Damme, one of his better movies. Narrow Margin, solid thriller with Gene Hackman. 2010, the sequel to 2001, Space Odyssey. So I think he's had a rather solid track record. And this one's a decent film for direct-to-video. It's not great, but it's decent. I liked it. Because it was interesting to see Jean-Claude Van Damme play a different kind of character, playing a villain, and a villain having quite a bit of fun with his role. A villain who's definitely crazy and quirky and eccentric. I think he's like a vegetarian. Now, this is Tom Everett Scott, which he's been in some stuff. I'm trying to remember what people remember him the most from. But he's done films like Dead Men on Campus. Dead Men on Campus is alright comedy with Mark Paul Gosselaar from Saved by the Bell. Also, he was in An American Wolf in Paris. That's what it was I was thinking of. And this other guy reminds me of Ashton Kutcher for some reason. I don't know why. Not his voice, but his looks. I don't really know if he would have been the guy I would have picked for this movie. Again, his acting's, I'll be honest, his acting I don't think is that bad. Some people disagree. So it gets to this thing where I don't think he's bad. I just would have picked someone else. Like, if you don't have Jean-Claude Van Damme as a bad guy, and you got Peter Hyams, the director of Sudden Death and Timecop and others, I would have picked as this park ranger. Thomas Jane would have been cool. Carl Urban would have been neat. I'm trying to think. At the time, like, it could be an older guy. It could be like a Michael Jai White. It could be a Wesley Snipes. It could be people like a even someone like a Jeff Speakman, or I'm just thinking of like various action stars of different ages, different age groups. whether it be a Jason Statham, whether it be... I mean, this is direct-to-video, pretty much, so like, who could you get for direct-to-video market? But well, what about Scott Atkins? I don't know, like, Atkins and Van Damme have done so many movies together, I would prefer, like, someone different. Like, Van Damme has ever worked with. As for me, it'd be nice to see, like, I didn't, whether it be someone like a Thomas Jane, or someone like, Jason Statham, or... But I don't know, maybe, like, could you buy him as a park ranger? Yeah. But it's okay if you don't want that as an action star. Like maybe there'd be other actors to pick. I'll think maybe throughout I'll think of it. So that's our establishment of the park ranger. And so now we're getting into... We're going to be introduced to our villains pretty soon. The Canadians don't want to be sneaking in here. Well, that's true. Why would they? Yeah, you don't hear a lot of Canadians wanting to sneak to the U.S. More the opposite. U.S. want to sneak into Canada. Housekeeping one pillow? Housekeeping one jerk you off? Sorry, I'm thinking of Tommy Boy. Like the Mounties. Maybe they think of that TV show they had, Due South. Or anything on the Mountie from back to the days of WWF. In other words, they're telling you, stick your head up your ass like you're Mr. Clean and go fuck yourself. They don't give a shit about you. It's crazy also to see Van Damme with like red hair too. I think because so many times in this recent era we've seen Van Damme be very low in emotion, monotone. And as a villain he gets to have fun with this. Again, it's kind of cool to see Peter Hyams team up with Van Damme after so many years as well. And yeah, he is a vegan. Again, interesting trait for a villain. That's something you see nowadays. See, there's, Van Damme laughing, giving emotion, and just that big turn. Takes these guys out pretty easily. He's got a gun too, dipshit. I'm the guy with the gun. What do you think he has in his hands? A black dildo? Ew. Not every day you see someone cut someone with a fucking broken CD. Nice. Sorry, I'm now just getting lost in the action scene. Brimmer's saying he'll take care of it. Now, I don't know, like, if that that whole MMA move, I don't know if that was Van Damme, because you see, like, the light has it so that you don't see his face. So, and then when he grabbed him and his feet are on the wall, and then that flip, I don't know if that was Van Damme. That might have been someone they got. Hey, can we have someone do this MMA move? Because you don't see his face when he does that. Again, the light is all black. And Peter Hyams is a cinematographer, so he's very adamant on how he lights his movies. And of course, one of them is Van Damme's son. So it's like Van Damme's son has to be in everything. Either Van Damme's son or Scott Atkins or both. Yeah, there you go. Not the bald guy, but the other guy's Van Damme's son. Think about the children. Yeah, that's what people fucking say nowadays. It's like, fuck them kids. Do whatever I want. Oh, is this the girl later on? Is she like a turncoat or something? Like she's with the bad guys? Been a while since I've seen this. Now with Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm a big fan of him. I grew up with the guy. Watched pretty much every movie he's been a part of. And he started back in the day wanting to desperately break into the movies. Would work with people like Chuck Norris. Little bit parts. I think he's in the credits for, I want to say Missing in Action or something. He's in the credits. There's like a very early video where you see Chuck Norris training and Van Damme's helping train with him. And you would see Van Damme in bit roles like in Breakin'. He did an early film called No Retreat, No Surrender, where he played the villain. And then there's a point where the director wanted him to do No Retreat, No Surrender 2. And he's like, no, I want to do this film, Bloodsport. Which that became the success that broke him out to be a star. And the original Bloodsport cut apparently was so awful. They're like, this is awful, we're not going to release it. Van Damme and Sheldon Lettich others are like, hey, give it to us. Let us edit it correctly. And it became a success. And that led to Cyborg, and that led to, yeah, Tip Boxer, Lionheart, Double Impact. My favorite is Hard Target. This film here. This is my personal favorite of his. Also love Universal Soldier, Timecop, Lionheart. I even liked Match from Risk. I even liked Universal Soldier: The Return. I like quite a few movies. Even direct-to-video stuff like The Order, Wake of Death, JCVD. And this is a decent film. Not a long film. I mean, there's like just a little over an hour left. Not a long film at all. Like the Van Damme films I like the least would be films like... There's one he did on the train. And there was a virus. I forget what the hell it was called. Derailed, I think. Derailed. That was awful. He had a big part in this film called UFO because it starred his daughter. So just because it starred his daughter, hey, did you get your dad as a cameo? I think it's also named Alien Uprising. That's a fucking garbage film. Van Damme's cameo was wasted. As he gets blown up by aliens. He was in Jean-Claude Van Johnson, which was a fun TV show. It's sadly that got canceled so fucking quickly, which fucking sucks. Fucking blows. And like a lot of action stars, his stuff sadly's gone downhill. Like Kill 'Em All, Blackwater. What's the other one? The one where his kidney got stolen. And wish he was a lot better than it was. It's just, you know, these actors, action stars, they get older and they just can't do as much as they can anymore. Action-wise. Just, that's how the world is. That's how our bodies work. Just how it goes. And I was talking all among this dialogue where pretty much we get the idea he wants to be left alone. There's some kind of past that means he wants to be left alone. And I think they mentioned he was a deep sea diver. Tom Everett Scott's character. He litters, right? Yep, that's why he kills him. It's like you threw litter into the ocean, where now you're fucking litter. You're trash. I wish you'd put those cans, buddy. See, if you respected the environment, you would have lived. Because Van Damme would be like, nah, no suspicious. But, oh, you fucked up the environment, you put cans in the ocean? Okay. See, that was his death warrant. Another Van Damme film I like, Death Warrant. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Orlando Jones. Even Orlando Jones would have been interesting as the lead. I mean, he does good in this role, but I would have been cool to see the roles reversed. I think the roles reversed actually would have been even more interesting. I really do. Like, Orlando Jones is the lead. Because I liked him in this film called Evolution with David Duchovny. He was on Mad TV. And I don't know the last time I've seen him do something, but I mean, these two aren't bad in the film. I said, I think Orlando Jones would have been pretty interesting as the lead, but then Everett Scott, he's not doing a bad job acting-wise, to be fair. Obviously, there's something going on. It was cool to have Orlando Jones play a more serious role as well. Because usually he's done for comedic. Like he did the 7-Up commercial, string of commercials, where it's like, 7-Up yours. I said Evolution, he plays the buddy of Dave Duchovny. Pretty funny in that. I don't know why he pulled out a knife. I thought we saw he had a gun behind him. I could have sworn we saw him put a gun behind him, so why wouldn't he just pull out a gun in the first place? Yeah, I don't understand why he would pull out a knife. Should have pulled out a gun in the first place. I want your ass in the air and your head in the sand. From what I remember, I think his brother died. They were on a mission. Orlando Jones' brother was on a mission with Everett Scott, and the brother died, and he wants revenge. I believe that's the case. Yeah, baby brother, that's what it was. You punched him because he got a B? Fuck you. Fucking bitch then. B for bitch. Nothing wrong with a B. Push you off a fucking cliff, baby. Push you there, man. They will fucking fall for the assault charge. Maybe he assaulted a bunch of 7-Up cans. That's what I was. Yours. That'd be fine out of the blue. 7-Up yours. What the fuck does that mean? It means 7-Up yours. Fuck do you know? You weren't there. I ain't been shit, buddy. Go find the people that killed him. That's a waste of a bullet. If you want him dead, just shoot him. I think that's... I like, this is not bad. This is not badly staged. It's like you have two guys who are not trained in action, so they seem like they're pulling off their stunts fairly well for what needs to be. It was the right decision to have a lot of it in wide shots to see a good chunk of their bodies, so not too up close. Editing is not too sporadic compared to some of the ones I've seen, like Taken sequels. decent. Yeah, I have a feeling that was a double who did that flip. For some reason, I doubt Tom Everett Scott can do a flip like that. Love to be proven wrong, but I have a feeling, because again, you notice how the way it's staged, you don't see the faces. You see the body, but not the faces. Again, Peter Hyams, he does cinematography on his movies, so he knows how that works. He's been doing it since I think the 70s to the 80s. So, heroin is the drug for today. Why are you dragging him out there? You could just killed him right then and there. Why did you want to carry him anyway? Could just killed him right then and there in the fucking cabin. Yeah, you won't feel... Oh, that is terrible continuity. That is fucking horrible. In this scene, watch Orlando Jones. There are times where, when it's showing on him, his gun's down. When it's showing the other way, his gun's up like this. Then it goes back to Orlando Jones, his gun's like down. Then goes back, his gun's like... Again, when it's looking at Orlando Jones... Okay, now it's not doing it, but when it was looking at Orlando Jones, the gun was down here. Then when it was looking at Tom Everett Scott, you see Orlando Jones' gun up here. Back to Orlando Jones, down. Then back to Tom Everett Scott, you see shotgun up here. So, that's bad continuity. I didn't even notice that. That's terrible. Again, I would say, in this scene, watch Orlando Jones and watch his shotgun. That shot, what the heck? What in the fuck? Why the fuck would he want to kill himself? I don't give a shit about you. You fucking do it. You need to fire your bad guys. They can't hit shit. They didn't hit a single fucking part of anybody's body. With all that gunfire being shot out. That shotgun's not going to do much. Well, I stand corrected. He got someone. He did get someone. There you go. Sorry for the clearing of the throat. I apologize for that. what is it about the shotgun? I'm always a sucker for a shotgun being used in an action movie. I think because just the sound of it, the power that you create from it, if you do a blood squib right. And some people don't know what a squib is. A squib is like a little explosive you put in. You do a little explosive type thing. You put a little food coloring or whatever. You put it in, and then with a charge, blow up as if you've been shot. Replicate the idea of a bullet hit. Much more effective than a fucking CGI. Van Damme getting pissed off about it. Van Damme just being supremely pissed at what's going on. Oh, the guy's not even dead yet. Remember, tell him close it. Oh, he finishes him off here. Well, you got a fucking shotgun shell to the chest. I don't know how the hell you'd be alive or still. This shows, again, this shows Van Damme can work very well as a villain. Like, he really played the serial killer and Replicant. Even the Expendables too. But honestly, as a villain, I would say he's better here than Expendables 2. And he's good at Expendables 2. I'm saying here there's actual personality to the villain. Like that little, let's go, with a smile. That's what I mean, like, they actually spend time with the villain, unlike Expendables 2. In Expendables 2, Van Damme is one of the best parts of that film. And to me, that shows how shitty Expendables 2 is compared to the first one. I think the first one is the only good Expendables movie, in my opinion. Van Damme is the villain cool. They barely spend time with him. They don't really give him much personality. Except the third act. And the fight. Where he's like goading Stallone. Right back down. I want to fight. So I would say if Van Damme's trying to just... I wish they gave him more to do like in this, where there's more personality to the villain. Fuck you and your butterfingers. Stick that gun up your ass until it goes click. Fuck you and your ponytail. What do you think you are, Steven Seagal? Nah, not really. You can go kill him. I didn't like the fact that they let him speak his natural dialect of French, the fact that he's a vegan, he just eats stuff from the trees. Then they... It's nice they do a bit with the villain there. See, one of the issues is a lot of times in these big moves, the director has it where we don't see the actor's face doing it. So in your mind, you're always thinking, oh, that must be a double. It probably was a double that did it. If it wasn't, then Peter Hyams did a bad job in showcasing, oh, these guys could do this. Have them train in it. Have them train to do these moves. Get some people to train. And again, if Tom Everett Scott did it, then Peter Hyams did a bad job, and okay, he's going to do this, but we don't see his face. No, show us his face while he's doing these big moves, so then you don't have that, oh, it must be a body double mentality thrusted into it. Again, just my thought process on that. Or hire people that can do it instead of Tom Everett Scott. Sorry, I'm listening to the dialogue. No, I don't know if he has a phone. If he didn't shoot my fucking phone, we could have done that. So I guess that's the other reason why they had him shoot the phone earlier. How convenient. If you just hung the phone up like a normal person. The fuck are you giving him water if you don't kill him? Maybe I should talk about your mother, you motherfucker. I didn't even mention, yeah, After Dark, who released this. Normally they released horror films. It wasn't too often they released, action films of the like. And to be honest, most of After Dark films were pretty fucking terrible. I think they had the 8 films to die for stuff. One of the few I remember not minding was The Deaths of Ian Stone. I actually thought that was an interesting movie where a guy, he keeps dying over and over again, and each time he dies, it seems like he wakes up in a new life, and he starts realizing there's something else going on as to why this is happening to him. And it is an interesting story. There you go, Van Damme. Ooh, nice. Wait, when he pulled that thing out, was there even a wound on his neck? Or did I miss it? Or was it below that? I can't tell. Might have been. But, yeah, but that's why these two guys were there. Cannon fodder for Van Damme to fuck up. And more of his vegetarian. But yeah, with After Dark films, yeah, I like The Deaths of Ian Stone. Dolph Lundgren was in a film called Stash House. I think that was After Dark. But that was another... He was also a villain in that, but that one was not nearly as... Like, this is decent. Stash House was a boring couple, a boring lead. Dolph Lundgren, once in a blue moon, is outside with his group trying to get in, and Dolph just doesn't have much to do. Just a waste of Dolph Lundgren. It's too bad though. I don't know if they just didn't have the budget. It does look like a direct-to-video film. I mean, you look at Peter Hyams' other movies and they're much more striking visuals. I didn't. I mean, it doesn't look cheap. I'm not saying that. It's just you just tell it's a direct-to-video film. That's all. Nowhere to Run, another decent Van Damme film. Holy shit. You had a gun on me and wanted to shoot. You wanted me to shoot myself. The fuck do you think trust is? Hard thing to come by these days. It's fucking Santa Claus here. Even Sanderson was Santa Claus. You sure about that? You look pretty dumb to me. At least so far, they're not going to the whole race thing. Because it's not always needed to be put into a story. Just, yes, one person is black, one person is white, but don't go, not every movie needs to go into fucking race. Like, if we're more than our skin tone, then don't always bring that into the story. Just have them work on the story and the characters. And so far, seems like they're doing it with this, at least. A mouthful? Well, you don't put your dick in their mouth? Is that the mouthful you mean? Squirt in their mouth? Ketchup and mustard? It's nice to see Van Damme smiling and having fun. It's like, why can't they let him do this in a hero role nowadays? Is he choosing this, or are people telling him to do this? That's my question. Is he choosing to be... or not? Like, what is it? Yeah, they ain't hikers, man. Screaming pigs. Shut the fuck up, buddy. I was saying that with Everett Scott. Just do it. Stop explaining shit. It's not exposition time. Alright, Santa Claus. I think we already know this guy's dead. He's not a major character. He's a character we've seen only a handful of times. Is going to be the self-sacrifice. Even though there's a little history between him and the lead. I do think, though, while, yeah, Tom Everett Scott and Orlando Jones, I don't think they did a bad job in this, but I do think that hurt the marketing in this. Who's on the cover? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because Tom Everett Scott and Orlando Jones, they don't sell tickets. They don't sell interest into renting a movie, watching this, because, oh, it's Tom Everett Scott. Oh, great, the guy from American Werewolf in Paris and the guy from Mad TV, which some people don't even remember that show. So the guy from the 7-Up commercials and the guy from An American Werewolf in Paris. Okay, let's go see this film. But they say, oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he's definitely the best part of the movie. That's what I mean with the two leads. Like, Orlando Jones does a good job. But, okay, if you had... like, Wesley Snipes and Thomas Jane... or if you had, I don't know, some other star power, I think people would have taken a lot more notice of this movie. I gotta say, watching this, I could see Van Damme as a Joker type of character. Yes, I know Joker's not Belgium, French. I know he's not Belgium who speaks French. I know. I'm just saying, with that type of demeanor. Just the way he plays the role. A hell lot more than Jared Leto. Van Damme would make a better Joker than Jared Leto. I said it. Take that, have him paint up like Joker, it would work. It really would. Especially in moments where he laughs and all that. He'd be a good Joker. I think this movie does show that. Being better than fucking Jared Leto. When he fucking asked Batman for a fucking reach around in Justice League. Fuck. Yeah, laugh it up, man. That's why you fucking hit him because he got a B. Yeah, you want to blame someone, blame yourself. Why was he in Special Forces? Because you fucking pushed him into it. Maybe he just could have been, I don't know, worked at Walmart or something. See, if he worked at Walmart, he'd be alive, so it technically is your fault too. So double dumbass on you. Deep sea rescue and retrieval, that's what it was. I think that's another thing, is that a lot of people, they look at Tom Everett Scott, they just don't buy him as this type of character. And that's a hard sell for people, and then in the end, they go, oh, I like Van Damme, but this is who we're up against? So, I think to be fair, he's not bad, it's just, he was miscast. I know that doesn't make sense, it's just, I'm just saying his acting is not bad, it's just, there's many other people that would be preferable casting. I mean, whether it be older or younger. Because it doesn't just have to be a younger guy, it could be any age. I look over here. If I look over here, I'm trying to think like, even someone like, I don't know, John Cusack would have been interesting. Or, I don't know, Michael Douglas. Because it's not really about physical fighting. There's, well, I don't know, you have older actors like Liam Neeson doing it. And Van Damme's, you know, fairly old as well. You gotta take that into account too. Just... And Peter Hyams definitely has a tendency of his movies for fairly dark lighting. Whether it be in The Relic. Like you watch that film. Oh no, that line of dialogue. What changed? My mind. Wah, wah, wah. What changed? My mind. Okay, USA. That's really like I don't know if it's the film style, the filter, I don't know, just, it does feel direct to video. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a fire hazard. To put that out. Piss on it or something. Your bald head is like a beacon ready to get shot. One shot, one kill. There you go, Tom Berenger. Tom Berenger as a lead would be interesting. I'm just thinking of people not normally... That's a pretty decent trap. Knife right in the throat. There you go. This could be Rambo 5. There you go. How about that? Rambo 5. Like this idea. If this idea was Rambo 5. He's working and he's got to deal with this. He's by himself. He's trying to live his life. He's doing this to take his mind off the war. And got to deal with Van Damme. Rambo versus this type of character, I would buy into it. There you go. You rework this with a bigger budget? Work this in the Rambo 5. I'd see that. Better than Rambo 5 we got. Break his leg. Break his leg? Why do you want him to pass out? Don't you want him dead? Nice. Double Team. Another Van Damme film that I would say I like more than this. I can say I have more crazy insane ride with Double Team, even with Dennis Rodman. Plus Van Damme's the star, and Mickey Rourke is the villain. Double Team is just so crazy. It's funny and entertaining. There's Van Damme's son. Eat my dick, man. And do it. Go with the ear first. Sorry, I'm listening to the dialogue. So the guy Orlando Jones killed earlier was their diver. When he used the shotgun and killed the guy on the boat, that was their diver. That's why the guy wanted him to pass him out, not die. Just like, why pass him out? I'm like, oh, that's why. 20 minutes left. Yeah, get in your boots and go up river and get that son of a bitch's bites his ass so hard. This bites wannabe go to feel it. Wants to go home and wants to come in me. ...1994 film Street Fighter. Which I hate to say it, that's not the worst video game movie, man. There are much worse video game movies. Blood Rain, Max Payne, Postal, but Street Fighter just makes me mad because of how much I just So much more I wanted out of that movie. "10 minutes if I don't come." I don't know, man. Depends. What's on TV? I'm just kidding. I wonder if that was some kind of deal where Van Damme's son, okay, don't kill him off in this movie. Because he's the one bad guy out there that did not die. Fucking boats, fucking all that shit. Why didn't you just shoot him from the get-go in the legs? I didn't think about that. Wait a minute, okay. You could have... Oh, there's Van Damme's son. That's why they didn't kill him yet. Been a while since I've seen it. I'm like, why don't you just shoot... Why didn't you just shoot Van Damme in the legs? He had no gun. He didn't have the girl hostage. Bum, bum, bum. And then he can look himself. Where are you, girl? Oh, he's a good guy. Yeah, a good guy that was... Shooting in the legs and the knees is fine. With a guy that's murdering people. Sorry. Also, because I know the setup is this girl is working with Van Damme. The idea that... Like, why did they have the girl meet with him earlier? They didn't need him for the deep dive or anything. It just... I guess just as reconnaissance? I guess, I don't know. Again, you see him do this big move, but you don't see Orlando Jones's face. So it's like, okay, did he do that move? It's like, okay, get the guy in here, have him do this big move, boom. I'm sure Orlando Jones enjoyed this. That many... I can't think of a... Yeah, I can't think of another movie that he got to be in that was a... Like a serious action film. Can't think of any at all. Actually, I'd like to look at what Orlando Jones is doing lately. Because we find out she's with the bad guy right here and there. Yep. She's with the bad guys. I'm looking up some info about this. Wondering what I'm doing. Okay, Wikipedia says the first to feature him in a villainous role. That's not true. No Retreat, No Surrender would be the first film he was a villain. And he was a villain in Black Eagle as well. It's been a while since he played a villain, but... yeah, Peter Hyams films... Capricorn 1... It's alright. Outland, my favorite Sean Connery film. Star Chamber, decent. 2010, worthy sequel to 2001. Running Scared, fun buddy cop movie with Billy Crystal. Narrow Margin, Stay Tuned, Timecop. End of Days, of course. How to forget End of Days. Love End of Days. This is the last film Peter Hyams did. Wow. This is the last film he did. Just interesting. The last film he did was with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Huh. Interesting. That's it, though. This is the last film he did? I didn't know that. This is 2013, so he hasn't done a film in... wow. 8 years. Damn. Looking through Orlando Jones' filmography. Oh yeah, he had a bit role in Office Space. The Replacements. Evolution was fun. Double Tape seemed like, okay, this could be his big role to be a star, but Double Tape was just awful. Primeval, that's right, that boring ass fucking film. Wow, he was in this film in 2013. He did a film called The Book of Love in 2016. And that's the last film he was in. This film in 2013 and The Book of Love in 2016. And The Book of Love, he's like number 5 on the call sheet. Let's see. So on TV, he was in 28 episodes of Sleepy Hollow. An episode... 9 episodes of American Gods. Episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Huh. So TV. As Orlando Jones knocks her the fuck out. So, after this, to recap, he was in one other movie after this, and then some TV shows. Sleepy Hollow, American Gods, episode of Law and Order Special Victims. Wow, that's sad. He hasn't gotten to do a lot. That is sad. That sucks. Just as I like him. I think he does a good job. It's sad he didn't get much... Jean-Claude Van Damme was not originally cast as the villain, but both his casting and the characterization of Xander as an eccentric madman were suggested by director Peter Hyams. Okay, well, who was originally cast? Oh, John Hyams edited this. Okay. Yeah, we got about 11 minutes with the end credits, so probably like 7 minutes. Because I always guess like end credits are about 4 minutes, give or take. Like I said, my overall thoughts on the film is point the gun at Van Damme, idiot. Fucking moron. That's what I mean, like, let's have some light on this and let's have these two actors really show what they can do. Ooh. See, again, that's why Van Damme, he's the best part of this movie is there's a guy that just goes up to go, "You fucked up, baby. That's not good." Just broke the fucking girl's neck. Like nothing. Just cold, uncaring motherfucker. So, as this movie's getting to a close, positives and negatives. Positive. Quick movie. Quick paced film. Short movie. Positive. Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's having fun. Again, as someone said, try to be eccentric. Try to be like the Joker and you're cold, calculating, but you're laughing, having fun. You even got red hair. Van Damme's the best part of this movie. Tom Everett Scott, Orlando Jones, they're not bad acting-wise in the film, in my opinion. And scenes like this, I give credit to the stuntmen. Just let's face it, most of this is going to be done by the stuntmen. And then just some up close. The negatives, Tom Everett Scott, you don't buy him as the lead. That's why he doesn't get cast a lot in the lead, this type of lead role. People just think of him too much as the American Wolf in Paris type of guy, Dead Man on Camp, like that kind of role. You needed a stronger guy. Even like a guy like, I mentioned, if you want an off-kilter casting, I mentioned John Cusack. I mentioned, someone else like that. Looking through some DVDs. There's just other people I think you could have cast, and also the way the fight scenes are done. It's just there are times where the fight scenes are shown where you don't see a person's face, or okay, this shot is from very far away. This is almost like the ending of Die Hard 2. You know, where the plane, gas is leaking, John McClane's tipped off. Here is the boat, it's leaking, the hero's tipped off. Right from say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Technically, Van Damme could have jumped off the... I did, like, right there's like, gasoline, I knew it would ruin anything, and then he just laughs while he dies. It's like, yeah, he could have jumped off the boat. That probably would have been better than just yap about gasoline, but... I think Van Damme, he makes the film watchable to me, but it's not like one of my favorites either. Like I said, it's short, it's fast-paced, two leads are fine acting-wise. It's just... I think if you cast two different people as the leads, you film the fight scenes a bit more... like a bit more like a... where you see them in camera doing this, this, and that. Again, don't hide someone's face, or like get the people to actually do it or train to do it. So, again, Van Damme, I don't know how many times I repeat it. Thumbs up for him. Everett Scott. But even the credits look cheap. I'll say even the credits look pretty cheap. John Hyams did the editing. Okay. John Hyams, director, Universal Soldier Regeneration, and Peter Hyams' son. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I would call it an average film with a solid Van Damme and a meh hero. That's the thing, like, I think you need someone a bit more dynamic or a bit more stronger as the hero. I think that would have helped quite a bit. Like I say, even Orlando Jones would have been interesting as the hero. I think that'd be a lot more interesting to me. And again, the fight scenes, better lighting in the nighttime, and just... again, the fights are okay, but same time, you tell there's something to the way they did, so that, okay, these guys can't really do all the stunts, all the fights, so do it in a certain way so we can plug people in to do the MMA roles and MMA. Because, again, anytime that happens, you never see the actor's face. Not Van Damme's, not Everett Scott's, not Orlando Jones. There's something to that. So, it's a flawed film, but it's alright. And nothing for me to get angry about. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.